me and my business partner Chris with GeekChic Promotions. We talk about the week's news that's happened, geek pop culture related, and rage about it because we are very passionate about these things.
We are.
So, but we first want to talk about our awesome guest, Mike Wellman. What up? Oh wait,
What up,
Rafael, there it is. All right, come on.
Mike.
Rafael.
I think I dropped my first issue down on the floor.
It's okay. I brought mine.
Oh, that's yours?
Yeah.
Oh,
So the
nice.
five. I brought
Have
the
you
five
read
that I
it?
have. Yes.
What'd you think?
I love it. Come on, time travel and cowboys. I'm in.
Where's my phone?
That sounds like a lawsuit.
Yeah, right. Like, oh, hold on.
How you guys doing? What's going on?
So yeah, this is Guns A
Well,
Blazin.
if you insist.
We write this comic and he draws this comic. I write this comic, he draws it. We sit around and talk about it.
Yeah.
And let me tell you the whole reason for making
And I'll hold the book in the meantime.
comics
Yeah,
is
just
to have a
over
good
here.
friend to sit around and eat steak and drink wine with. And that's Rafael Navarro.
Oh.
Aww.
Well, there you go.
There
So
you go.
guys, the next round is on me, okay?
Yeah. So that's pretty much it. I mean, I like to call it Doctor Who meets Smokey the Bandit.
Ooh, yeah, that's perfect. Yeah, that's an accurate description. Yeah.
And yeah, I mean, we it's like we pay a lot of money to make comics. So I don't know if you noticed, there's a resemblance of the characters to the.
I noticed that.
You know, any
People.
resemblances to persons
Wait.
living or dead is purely
Cody?
coincidental. That's my story I'm sticking
Yeah,
to. So.
Cody and Eddie.
Yeah, we got Cody and Eddie.
So-
Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah.
So when you're paying this much money to make comics, there's also cave women and space women
Yep.
who you sleep with. Because
Post-apocalyptic women.
what?
Post-apocalyptic
And
women.
Paula, come here, Paula. Hold it up, hold it up.
I don't
Get
look
over.
like her
You said
anymore.
it. Come over here. Come over
Okay,
here.
is that her?
I don't look
It is. It's Paula. She used to have black hair, but now she has white
But
hair.
that's okay.
We're all getting older.
Where am I going?
Boy.
Yeah.
I'll do this.
Oh, how
So post-apocalyptic women and all that stuff. And also like adventures and stuff. Yeah.
Well, there you go.
Yeah. If you want some vodka, there's some vodka. I think it's vodka.
I have no idea what you're speaking
Oh
of there.
yes, it's water for the awesome people
Oh, nice.
at Los Angeles
Well, this
Comic
water is
Con.
going to be killing my cold germ. That's
Dude, they won't even
Yeah,
let
yeah.
you bring water into this fucking place.
Yeah, nothing. You couldn't bring anything.
You can't bring a fucking one fucking what do they call this shitty like water bottle? You can't bring a water bottle. And you can't bring a
Shit, our apple
Cheeto.
slice is taken
You can't
away.
bring a Cheeto. One single orange Cheeto. You can't bring into this
It's not
place.
cool. Yeah, this is a
No bueno.
show for us, as you can
That's
see by.
hilarious.
And by the way, I want to tell you a story.
Okay, let's hear it.
So I was hungry as shit because like I didn't bring any food in, right?
Yeah, because you can't.
Because you can't. So I went to the food court with the food trucks,
No.
and there was like ramen and rice and like shit that I didn't want.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, oh, okay, I'll just get a what are those energy drinks? A Monster. So I was coming back in, and somebody else bought ramen, and they were trying to bring it in, and they wouldn't let them bring ramen in from the actual food court.
Yeah,
They would not. They would not do this.
They don't like. That's why. That's just.
You had to eat outside.
Yeah, that's why we had to.
You gotta eat outside, yeah,
And
yeah.
then I had to come
Insanity.
back in and find another place to buy food for my friend at a booth. Like it's been a show, guys. It's
Bullshit
been an interesting
time.
show.
Bullshit.
But you know what?
By the way-
On a nihilistic point of view, you know, it's not that hard to sneak it in. Trust me.
I don't know what you're talking about. We can
But I
sneak
don't know what I'm
anything
talking
in.
about either. So you know,
Who
just
knew
say
we
it.
had to, right?
That's right.
What's going on?
Is it vodka? We think we're
We
guessing.
do have people who have joined us, by the way, live.
Yes.
Hey.
Yes.
From
Oh.
the internet.
All right, good.
Yeah.
Hopefully it's the showrunners.
Doctor
So the way this
Strange.
kind of works, like obviously we'll get a little bit more on point about the subject
Yeah,
we're talking
yeah,
about
Matt,
today. So
yeah, what do you want to talk about?
we do we talk to people live through comments, but if you guys have something you want to say, just raise your hand and we like bam, and we'll talk about it. So
There you go.
I think we should start with, since you know you are a comic book store owner, we should talk about something big that happened recently in the comic book world with a certain superhero's nether regions. So this
It wasn't
is,
that big, trust me.
yeah,
Bruce
oh,
Wayne.
Bruce Wayne. So sorry, we do not have a projector in this fake
Oh.
panel room.
I thought
but
there was a
yeah, right.
Okay.
This, I don't know if you can see it from there, but the Bruce's Wang was depicted fairly
Explicitly. or-
explicitly. I don't know. It's basically
Implicitly,
he's
yes, it's
wearing
not very
he's
explicit.
wearing the Batman suit. Let me see if I can.
I've certainly
do a
taken better
close-up.
dick
Right.
pics.
Yeah, right.
Renee, can you post that onto the Facebook page?
I can't. I'm not. I am not on the interweb
Oh.
because also.
So, let me
So
ask
it's
you.
circled on here. If you
Geek
guys can also
promotions.
come up if you want to see Bruce. It's basically like you see the light and the edge of everything laid out underneath his bat suit.
Yeah.
Is there a mushroom?
Is it there? Yes, there is.
Yeah, come on.
Yeah, there is a bell end, as it were.
You're circumcised. Is that
Yes,
your
yes,
question?
yes.
There's convertibles and hardtops. That's
Yeah.
So, yeah, I mean,
But that's how much detail we had. Now, as a comic book owner,
Yes.
as a comic book store owner,
Yes.
let's talk
and
about
also
how
owner
that.
of a penis.
Yes, and you have a penis. Talk about what that actually a surprising effect of this specific thing that happened in the comic book world happened.
So
to
the
you.
first thing that happened when I saw it was I measured my own against his. And, you know, I didn't quite stand up to Batman circumstances, but
I don't think that you should have, though, because it's Batman.
it's fucking Batman, right?
Batman.
His parents were murdered in an alley.
Yeah.
Like, he should have a big dick.
Yeah.
But it made me a lot of money, and I like that. I like that it made me a lot of money. So like, all right, so like, comic shop retailers are a superstitious and cowardly lot. They're like, this book is bigger than normal comic size, and how am I gonna put it on my shelf? You know, and like, I'm not ordering it. Fuck this, I'm not ordering it. That's like the guy that Brian Hibbs and all these guys that run shitty comic shops. We ordered a bunch. We ordered like 250.
Yeah, that's
Because it was
a lot.
Brian Azzarello and
You sold out, right?
Leo Bernardo.
Yeah, and you
Yeah,
sold
no,
out.
we sold out the first day. Not because it was a good book, but because there was dick in there.
The dick.
It was that
There
dick.
you go.
And so my dear friend Pinguino, she called. She's like, "Can you send me one of those Batman dick comics?" And I'm like, "Sure." And she's like, "By the way, I guarantee like 3/4 of your special requests have been from dudes." I'm like, you know what? 90% have been from dudes.
Yeah. But so now
like,
they're not making, they scrubbed it, right? So like.
Dudes love cock. They love bat dick. You know? And what's funny is they changed Dick Grayson's name to like Rick Grayson or some shit. Like the week after.
Yeah, legit.
Like Bruce Wayne, you showing your dick. Why is Dick changing his name? Like, I don't want to be associated with it. What the fuck's going on here?
And
I don't know.
like, so now they've taken it
I need
out.
more
So
whiskey.
now that they reprint this, it's no longer, it's been scrubbed. It's been like blurred out.
Yeah, first they were gonna do a
It's
second
under
printing
there,
without the
it's
dick.
darkened
Yeah, it's just darkened out,
Yeah.
basically, yeah. So now, like, whoever did get these 250 copies, specifically
No,
from
there
your
were
store,
a
any other store that were sold, like, that's it, guys. Like, you are now millionaires.
I have one copy, by the way.
You own Batman's dick.
I have a copy.
Enjoy.
I have a copy in my trunk. If anybody wants to go on a date with me tonight, you will get bat dick and my
You just
cake.
have to get rid of it.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow, we know it.
It's
So
right
enjoy,
near the tip.
everybody.
Yeah, right near the tip. There you go. All right.
Anyway, moving on.
Moving
But
on.
so that's been an interesting
Batman?
thing. I had no idea about this until Mike brought it up to us when he's like, all right, on the panel, we're going to talk about Batman's dick. And we're like,
You didn't know about this?
I had no idea.
Really?
I didn't know.
Where you been?
I know. It's she knew.
Besides
I
New York
just-
Comic Con.
Yeah, besides New York Comic Con and the fashion show and all that kind
There you
of
go.
stuff.
You've been a busy
Yeah.
girl.
It's been pretty crazy. But yeah,
This
that
is the
was.
best panel of the show, by the way.
Aw, you the best. I love
Yeah.
you guys so much. Thank you so much for coming on.
Thanks for who canceled? Let's talk about who canceled.
Oh, it was just he's a really good friend of mine, and he got paid a lot of money to go to TwitchCon.
Oh,
So I was
well, we
like,
got
yeah.
paid a lot of money to come here, so.
Yeah.
Yeah, lots of money.
All the money.
All the money in all the world.
You know what? In fact, I got paid so much money, I'm gonna throw 3 $20 bills out to the audience.
Here.
Drink some more. Drink some more. I'm the worst. I know. Damn.
Yeah, in the back.
In the back.
How about
Over
your
here. Oh no, I don't want that one. Oh.
For anybody just joining online,
Anyway.
we are doing a very special panel today because we were switched to a different room.
was $1.
That was.
Oh
Sorry, dude.
And,
Sorry, Henry.
Yeah, we're nerd raging a little more aggressively than normal because we had to switch to this conference
Format.
room. That's
I think it
not
worked
even
out
a
just fine.
panel.
That's
Yeah,
okay.
it's fine. It's fine.
That's
We're here
awesome.
with our friends. We have an awesome group here. Thank you guys so much for being here. So other news this week that I kind of got raged about. Does anybody still watch Gotham? That the basically little kid. Yeah, nobody does. I remember the first. I only watched like 2, maybe 3 episodes of it, and it had like. As soon as I saw a baby poison ivy, I was like, I am out. This is ridiculous.
There's a baby poison
There's
ivy.
a little baby poison ivy
Yeah.
in one of the first
Does
episodes.
she have like the little
She
green cosplay
evolves.
shit?
Yeah.
She evolves from like baby to preteen, and then randomly in a magic.
Have you seen this?
She
You watch
becomes
this?
like a full
Yeah,
adult.
it's
Not-
So by
She's
Friday,
like,
she's
"No."
like middle-aged then, right?
Yeah.
Looks like a flower.
It's I could not stay along with Gotham, and now Gotham just announced their version of Bane, so you guys can see
that's
it.
Bane?
That's supposed to be Bane.
It looks like Bane Vader.
Yeah, it's.
Oh my
It's.
gosh.
Oh.
I
Check
am
this
so
out,
sorry,
kids. This is
internet world, if you
hilarious.
haven't seen this.
All right.
It's so silly. So that's the new Bane. People in the audience really holding their faces, double paw.
Okay.
It's. I don't know what they're doing.
It's the final
Yes.
season.
It is the last season. Thank God.
Is it over?
God, please. She just
So
said
like
it was.
preteen Batman gets like a preteen super bat toy, the bat
Yeah,
outfit or
well,
what?
no, he's not even preteen. He's like maybe 7. Like it's right after his parents died, so he's like 7,
They
8
time
ish.
jumped it.
They what?
Wow.
They time jumped it.
They time jumped it. Oh, great.
John,
I don't want time.
are you a John Waters cosplayer?
Me?
Yeah.
No, this is from Bob's Burgers.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Oh,
Good to know.
My
Good to know.
God, Mike. You're fired, Mike.
You're fine. Go
Yeah,
home.
that's
You're
distracting.
drunk. You're drunk. Go home, Mike.
I'm bored by Gotham.
Apparently so.
But yeah, so this is our new Bane, and it's interesting. I actually saw online a lot of people coming out about it being really frustrated that this is our second Bane that's white. Because that's
Can I
not.
pitch a show real quick?
He's
Yeah.
South American.
There you
It's
go.
like it's called Sleepless in Gotham, and it's about Bruce Wayne and like all his Robins like trying to find him a mate. You know, like
Oh, okay,
you know, like
yeah.
Sleepless in Seattle,
Oh,
like
yeah, like
Tom
so-
Hanks
so
and
it's
Meg
a little
Ryan.
kid, yeah.
But it's like Bruce Wayne and like Robin, Dick Grayson, all the 17 little boys he's adopted. And
Always
they're
boys.
like, we just want to get Bruce happy. Like we want to, and so Catwoman's a candidate, wheelchair Batgirl's a candidate, and like all these candidates are like,
Yeah.
we just want you to be happy, Bruce. We want you to stop being Batman and fucking be happy. You know, Karen Berger, are you listening?
You're good. Are you listening? All right.
Yeah.
Their Dark Wang not only returns, it also
Dark Wang.
is having a date this Friday.
Anyway,
so-
that's my idea, my
I
grand
like it.
idea.
I like it.
Okay.
So does it,
I like it too,
It
actually.
would be better in Gotham, right?
God, it's
Well,
so
at least it's a
painful.
little more
It'd
original.
be like
just
Rock of
saying.
Love meets fucking Batman.
I think let's film it. Let's start. Let's
do
just
it.
do it.
Let's
I
do
think we
it.
should do the
Okay.
pilot. Done. Let's
All
make it
right.
happen.
Let's
Or
do
at
it.
least do like
All right.
a web series, right? Little like 3-minute clips,
And
right?
if Bruce Wayne won't do it, me and Rafael will.
Yeah, you.
Here you go. Guns A Wanging, yes.
That's so lame.
Guns a slinging.
Oh my god, too much.
Sorry.
You invited us.
Yeah, no, that was perfect. I'm still coming off of my rage of just trying to set up this panel. So, how you doing there, Chris? You've been so quiet. What's up, girl? How's that? No wonder you're quiet. You're just drinking the vodka over here.
There you go.
I drank all that shit.
You drink it all.
Well, I won't toss them out, gang. I'll just be handing them very gentlemanly like
Yeah.
when the time comes. Just kidding.
Yes. So, is there anything in the news this week that you guys saw, or online, of course, that just made you crazy about whatever new show or anything like that that you're just like done with? Oh yeah.
Oh, wow.
What you got, Garrett?
Well, actually, I just got a question.
Yeah.
So, you know on the iPhones, they have the new, like, measurement app that you can, like, take
Uh-huh.
a picture of something.
That's awesome.
I did not know that existed, but
I
go
thought of
on.
that when they showed the dick.
Oh yeah, sorry. So for those that can't
Hilarious.
hear, he's talking about there's an iPhone app that you can like take a picture of something or use it and it'll actually measure it for you.
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
Put
live.
dimensions out of what it's supposed to be in contrast.
I think I see where you're going, but let's hear the question.
Has anyone applied it to the bat dick yet?
Yes, I mean I have not. Have you used this app for the bat dick sizing?
I will after this panel.
As soon as my phone is done up there, yeah, I will. 100%. I saw another hand up over here.
Yeah, I was just wondering if there was any rage about Netflix canceling some of the Marvel shows.
Oh yes, thank you.
Plenty of rage, by the
Thank
way.
you.
Plenty of
You
rage.
know, fucking subscription.
Wow.
I got Hulu, I got Netflix, I got HBO. CBS All
you know,
Access. And then
Yeah.
fucking DC to watch
Yeah.
the Titans.
It's out of
Like,
control.
give me all my comic book fucking shows on one
Yes.
fucking thing.
All right, so the question was, is everybody else just angry as everybody else? Rage, about the fact that Netflix just canceled like all of their awesome Marvel shows. Like Iron Fist, I'm okay with. That's fine. I was not okay with not having another Luke Cage though. I was really good
Breaks the
for
heart, actually.
yeah.
Yep.
And then I'm assuming Jessica Jones is done because they definitely ended Daredevil like it's
She's
done
Jessica
done.
Jones right there.
So,
Oh, I know.
Oh.
She
It's our
looks-
favorite.
Exactly.
So yeah, I'm definitely like I don't mind Iron Fist, but I'm really upset about the other
second
ones.
season wasn't too bad. If you
Moving on. Comparatively,
Well,
the
watch
second season was a
Daredevil and
little
you're
better,
like,
but good.
I think the
God.
reason that they're canceling all these shows, good or bad, is that they're setting up their own like Disney.
Yep.
Oh yeah, no,
Actually,
Disney's been talking about that
I
for a
actually
while,
think
and
it's
now
opposite.
Disney owns everything.
I actually
now.
think it's opposite. They can't because Netflix paid a lot of money to own those characters. They can't take them back. It's like another Fox. Unless they buy them out, they can't get the rights to the
I
characters.
think
back.
Disney can.
They
They
can,
want
but
to.
Netflix is the one volunteering to cancel it, which has me suspicious that they're going to do something else with them because if not, they lose a high amount of money that they've already spent.
You know,
Alright.
It's actually
they
been
can
talked
cancel
about.
all that shit. I just want a Moon Knight show.
Yeah,
That we
love it.
probably won't get because they didn't
Oh, we
have
gotta
rights to
hand
that.
I just want a Moon Knight show. Me and Mark want Moon Knight.
Put Jeff Lumiere on writing, and then we're done.
All right.
So
Bill C.
what
Kevin,
do
star
you want to
director.
talk about?
I'm really furious at Apple for charging over $1,000 per iPhone. I'm fucking pissed at them.
Yeah, that's also a really good point. We haven't talked about it on the show yet.
Repeat the question?
Oh, sorry. You're like, Van, get you together. Put it in the bag.
I paid $1,000 for a
So-
masturbatory aid.
He's also super frustrated with the fact that we have to pay $1,000 for the new iPhone, which is
I agree.
out of control. I don't think I spent that on my first car. Like,
So, like, in context, okay, so before this panel started, all of us here have iPhones, okay? And we had it charged at 100% when we got here, which was maybe by
142.
noon. And by the time this panel happened, we were all down to about 40%.
Oh,
and we're trying to
God.
figure out whose phone to use to
Yeah.
stream this.
I won. I was at
Ouch.
55.
Yes. 44, yeah.
I win!
And
Yay,
we're paying
iPhones.
$1,000 for these phones.
Yeah.
Like,
We'll
yeah.
be
it's
dead by dawn.
Yeah, exactly.
There's
Yeah.
a reason why.
Join us.
It's literally because Apple's passing the entire cost of the phone on to the consumer. They're not paying for any of the
Yeah.
actual product costs themselves.
They're making it in
Brought to you by
China.
Samsung.
I was here literally 4 weeks ago at a tech conference, and I saw that the MSRP numbers for the actual phones, it doesn't cost anything for them to make the phones. It's nothing.
My
It's just-
goodness. Well, there
If
you
you
go.
go to like Asia, like in general, you can get these phones
I know, for nothing.
for nothing and bring it back.
just come back. Yeah, just bring it back.
Watch your heads, kids.
Pay for the.
Oh no, we're gonna make comic books. One person not looking.
Really? Really, Mike?
Yeah, that. Just trying to wake it up.
There's the
well,
fourth one
You're
we
gonna
got.
buy me another piece of jewelry from Barbara. You know that, right?
There's your nerd rage.
Well, if he doesn't, I will.
Thank you, sir.
You're welcome.
You regret asking us on the show?
No, of course not. We adore you. We
well,
love you
We're here
guys.
taking up your time, taking your booze. I
We're
mean,
not done
no,
yet. We're not done yet.
Wait, did you not bring your guitar? I thought you guys were gonna play a song for us.
You wanna go get us?
Oh.
We're just gonna have to do it a
No,
cappella now.
Yeah, just do a cappella.
Acapella. Oh,
Down
dear.
for that.
Here you go. Chief.
Yeah, you wait, you want now?
Bom-ba-dee-da, 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 bom-ba-dee-da.
Waiting for
Mad
you.
betrayal. No, that's not for the end of the show. That's for the end of the show.
Oh
Oh,
my god, that's amazing.
That's
He's like, that's the wrong key. Like, hold on.
well,
Save it.
I'm gonna get drunk. Here we go.
Is there any structure to this panel?
No, we used to
Anytime.
have, okay, so true story, we had a structure. We also had a different room.
You also had a guest.
Yeah, like,
Yes.
no, we have two
But-
now, even better.
yeah.
Mike, you made new friends.
Yeah.
I mean,
You made new friends.
Oh.
Brands. We
I
got
do
brands.
have friends. Zoe and
No.
get over here. Come over here, guys. Get over here. Come here. Up.
Come, new friends.
Where should we go?
David Schrader.
There you go, man.
Hi.
Hi.
Man, bring it. Here you
Talk
go.
about
You're
our new friendship. Hi.
you're
I'm
say hello
Adam.
to the internet.
Hi, Internet. I'm Adam.
What's up, Adam?
This is my buddy Ryan.
Hi, I'm Ryan.
Hi, Ryan.
You make comics or?
Yeah, I'm the illustrator and artist for Ninjas and
Oh yes.
co-writer of that.
Oh my God, yes. Get in the chair. Get in the chair. Yeah.
I just gave you a job, bro.
All right, so.
Get
I'm
it.
so glad my cousin came to this someday.
Sit down.
Cousin.
Yeah.
It's buzzing.
He surprised me. It
Can
was
the
great.
camera pan over them? So they have a banana comic. and I said they should make it a vibrator comic.
Show your t-shirt.
Like a vibrator thing, right?
Well, there's all sorts of marketing possibilities, absolutely. But it is about a banana that is a ninja, and he is the Baninja. And he saw a dildo. So
You have your comic with
whatever.
Naturally.
We literally just finished the artwork of 32 pages this week, so we're coming around just trying to get
This is a sneak
spread the spread. We
Yes.
haven't even printed it yet, so
Oh wow.
it's literally like not even off the presses yet. It's just the
Alright.
all the 32 pages imagery has been finished.
Target marketing. How many ladies would like a vibrator banana ninja?
Yeah.
You obviously know women so well, Mike. You know, all they do is raise their hand.
I would never be so presumptuous as to tell you what you should or should not do with an action figure, but
That's how I'd market that shit.
I think
Ruth
eggplants.
Ann, you know.
I think eggplants have the market on that emoji.
You have nothing to show. You have no.
Oh, we have the digital
He
imagery.
literally asked us like 10 minutes ago to come and sit on this
Yeah.
channel, so we didn't.
No, but it's
I mean,
like
we
a
got
vibrator
stickers. We
ninja
got
comic.
stickers.
Pass the sticker, guys. Like, here we go. Oh, I need something new for my new sketchbook. Anyways, guys, check this out. Come on.
Yeah.
He's a
Lo and
ninja,
behold,
he's a
internet.
ninja.
Lo and
No, look.
behold. Oh, here you go. Let's pass them around to the
You can
gang
put
here.
one in your butt. You can put one in your vagina, and you can put one in your mouth.
There you go.
It's all there.
Well, I'll prefer my sketchbook, thank you, but yeah. Look at that, guys. There's plenty more where that came from, gang.
It's all there. Like, look at that. It's
awesome.
like a when you have a
Try harder.
kitchen.
Try harder.
It's a kitchen set. It's a kitchen set of vagina pleasing. You know. Anyway,
Anyways.
Oh my God.
Wait, I just need to know who
Check
does.
this out, gang.
I didn't make this shit up. By the way, they did.
Oh,
Don't
Who
blame
did
me.
the ninja fight? I gotta knock over my flask, bro.
Oh, that wasn't me, man. That was the
ninja?
the stoner.
Ninja.
Yeah,
It was
that was the
ninja.
ninja that just.
So who does the ninja fight?
Well, at first he goes after the humans, and then he realizes that he might be able to find some allies. And then he goes after corrupt produce, and goes all the way up to like Monsanto to take down this corruption.
But like, is his weakness like time? Because he just like turns brown spotted like super fast.
The Baninja is timeless. He does not bruise. His superpowers come from he was fell into a sort of like a Wolverine situation
Wait,
where
so they like
he lives in a community garden, and the groundskeeper in his special batch of dirt gives him his.
But then you find out the end
He's
it's
got like a
Monsanto
super
that
bro.
actually created him, right? Like,
Yeah,
the whole time.
his GMO arch nemesis is mine heirloom tomato. So.
Nice.
All right, let's break this shit down, boys. Y'all don't sit around thinking about GMO shit. Like, come on, let's be real. Like,
No,
you don't
I mean,
sit around like thinking about like.
Dildos.
No, you do. But you don't sit around thinking about like
Talk about that.
GMO
This is
and
where we ended up.
organics.
No, I
and
mean
all
it
that
literally starts with a fruit-based pun. I mean it's
Yeah,
as
you
simple
want
as
a
that.
banana
Like,
that-
Baninja was silly
We were
in
high
itself.
one day, and we said the word baninjas, and we were like, oh crap.
And the rest is history.
Let's draw some shit.
So what started?
Nice.
I started like literally doing some of these sketches just for for a lark, and I found myself like I'd make a silly little doodle and it would make me laugh. So it kind of, for lack of a better description, organically grew. I should show myself out before I commit any more egregious puns.
Hasn't gotten you laid yet.
Yeah, but I'm married, so it doesn't count.
No, that's
Our wives like our idea.
Yeah.
My mom thinks it's real cool.
real career challenge is when you're divorced. And people are
What we do
still
with that
buying it.
ninja?
Yeah.
Ninja. So you said you just
Yeah,
finished
thanks
this.
for saying
When can we?
Yeah, it's on its way. Thank you.
It is on its way. So,
It's on its way.
32-page episode 1 is finished. Check out officialbaninjas.com.
There you go. It will be right soon, gang.
Soon. Ready for the picking.
Peel it.
Okay, I got no more puns.
It sounds
I got
appealing.
puns for days, yeah.
This lady gets it.
Drop.
This lady gets it.
Mic drop. Excellent. Well, so you said the website. Is there
Officialbaninjas.com.
Yes.
Also Instagram, official baninjas.
So all one word.
Yeah,
Yep.
all one word.
Okay,
Yep.
perfect. The
Oh, yeah.
Twitter.
Are
the
you
tweets?
hearing that?
Yep. I think just the Beninja on Twitter, and but we're posting stuff on Instagram, and again the website if you want to contact us, as by all means, contact official beninjas@gmail, and it's all gonna be printed out pretty soon.
When does it drop?
As soon as we get all of our ducks in a row on our website,
Awesome.
which is nearly done.
We'll keep it. We'll
nearly
keep
done.
an eye out
Imagery's finished. The online store is coming up.
We'll be waiting for it.
Thank you.
Well, yeah, well, you heard it here first, guys. Check out the
I like
website.
that.
Make sure you
Yeah.
stay up with
Thank you.
Thank you
all
for
the
having
Twitter
us.
and everything. That's awesome.
Yeah,
Thanks.
thanks for calling us up.
Yeah,
You have a
thanks for
comic?
coming out.
Anybody want some more stickers?
Anyone else got a comment?
Yeah, we got
Gang,
stickers
there's
to
more
give
stickers
away.
here. Okay, you guys want some?
Oh, that's a good point. So you own a
Pass
comic book
them
store. So are
You
you?
know what? As soon as they have it in their hands,
I got mine here.
the Beninjas are in their hands. You can bring it to the shop.
Yeah. All right. So you actually started kind of halfway nerd raging about some stuff that you've had to deal with as a comic book owner.
Yeah.
Comic book store owner of like people like, "No, it's too big for my shelf and I can't. Like, so what other like kind of rage stuff do you have of stories from your comic book store?
Oh
I
boy.
fucking hate Kickstarter.
Really? So why Kickstarter specifically?
Because it's like people like, oh, I want to do this thing, and I just need this much money, and if I had this much money, I could do this thing. But they really don't know how much money it takes.
How much money it takes to do a comic book?
They're not businessmen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
But
just
what if
because
they are? Because some are.
Some are.
Yeah,
you
some
know what?
are.
Yeah.
Thank you for that.
Be honest. Be honest. You're only against one particular person who does a lot of Kickstarter.
No, I'm not.
Yes. That's the one person
You want me
who's
to name
like.
names? I'm not gonna name names.
Because I can name one person that's a real comic book creator that you love that you wouldn't give shit, and he did a Kickstarter.
Who's that?
Don Walker.
I love Don Walker.
Exactly.
But I'm not promoted as Kickstarter. But anyway.
Link below for Don Walker.
Yeah. No, I don't do it. Like, once you get the book done, then I'm here for you.
Okay, but
Yeah.
like for instance, now I've seen a lot of people use Kickstarters
Yeah.
for things like, we're like a publisher, for instance.
Right.
We'll do this on Kickstarter. You'll get exclusives if you do it through Kickstarter, but then it'll come out in the store later.
Right.
If you support it through Kickstarter now, you get special stuff. So how do you feel about that? 'Cause
Well, so I actually had a friend, Chris Brandt, who did E is erotic.
Is erotic, yeah. For erotic.
And he's like trying to get publisher interest, and they won't publish him. It's a good book because they want to see how his Kickstarter does. And it's like it's bullshit.
Yeah, that is bullshit.
Yeah, and it really reframed the mindset. We have a question over here. Yeah.
Point. Kickstarter works when you have a marketing campaign already on top of what you're doing, and when you have all your costs detailed out.
Right.
What doesn't work is what I see the majority of people do: go on the Kickstarter, throw some raw goal, and they have no idea what costs what.
Right.
It doesn't work.
But then there's
True.
amazing Kickstarters, like the guy who wanted to make a really good potato salad and raised like $20,000 and threw the biggest potato salad party in existence. Like that, I find hilarious.
That's bullshit.
I think it's bullshit too.
I think it's hilarious.
It's
Like-
hilarious, but it's bullshit.
Yeah, but did you give to it?
No.
No.
Of course not, because it's bullshit. It's hilarious.
It's hilarious.
It's hilarious to watch it, but
Yeah, it's hilarious bullshit. How about
Let's
that?
be
Can we,
honest.
can we go
Potato
halfway?
salad, so.
I'll take it.
I'm getting hungry here, guys.
Think about Kickstarter, like, and let's bring it back
Yeah.
to potato salad.
Okay, let's do that.
It's all
Very
hype.
important.
Like me and Rafael can probably raise about $20,000 to maybe $100,000 on Kickstarter,
Well, you know what?
but we don't because we just put our money where our mouth is. We make our book. We don't ask for money up front. We ask for people to look at what we've done, and then pay accordingly.
See, the way I look at Kickstarter is that if that's your only business plan, then that's a bad idea. I mean, come on, if you're going to be a real serious business person, have a plan. As the gentleman back there said, you need to have goals. You need to know what things cost, and the amount of time, a very realistic amount of time you think you'll get it done. But be real, be true to yourself, and be true to the people that are about to support you. If not, don't do it. I mean, I think
You're
it might.
stealing from people.
Yeah,
Mostly they're stealing from people.
No, I mean, the way I look at it is if anybody gives you money for a particular project that you wish to be funded, I look at those people, those are investors. I mean, if it was a real corporation that you're trying to build, those are people that would be sitting in some, office, waiting to see what your numbers are going to be at the end of the
I would never do that
the
to my
month or
fans.
so. And if you're gonna do this, do it seriously. I mean, or if you want to do the Kickstarter thing, just don't let that be your main plan, your main business plan, how to run your business. But that's just me. I only draw pictures, folks.
Yeah, I think there are good Kickstarters out there, and I think it's a great way for like independent people to come in and be like, hey, I want to do this project and like get fans together and all that kind of stuff.
Right,
But like
right.
Chris and I have also like often raged about when they have these gifts that they're supposed to give you at like for donating, and you never get them.
You never get them. I've seen them too.
Yeah, exactly. So
Have
that
you done
is
that, Zoe?
great. Yeah.
Have you donated to Kickstarter?
Yeah, and then you didn't get your
Also,
gift, did you?
Like as someone who wants to put together an anthology,
Yeah.
like how are we, like we can't.
Well, and that's the
How
thing
else are
too,
we
is that
supposed to do
like
it?
there's so much
We
talent
don't
and
know
all that
how
kind of
to.
stuff, but you can't get
don't
funding
Yeah.
easily from certain companies, whether it's comic book, whether it's a short or a film or anything like that. So I see that it's good, but then I see people like, what was it, Zach Braff like a few years ago, like used it to get a movie.
Zach
Like,
Braff,
like,
he's a piece
you're
of
a,
shit.
you're a superstar, like you
Yeah,
can get that
it's
from anybody. Like this is for us, not you.
If
Go-
only you
go to
guys,
execs.
if only you guys knew like somebody who could publish an anthology. If you had a good idea, I wonder if you guys,
What?
Kristen,
Hi, yeah.
I wonder if you guys knew somebody who could publish an anthology.
I call BS.
I
You
know.
know why I call BS?
Oh,
You let mine fall.
Oh, burn rage.
Nerd rage.
Yeah,
Nerd rage.
Oh my.
The
Anyway.
mobs are rushing against us here. But we had some other stuff we wanted to talk about with you guys because there's a specific story that goes along with this. Is that
Let's hear it.
we're getting older in age for nerds and all that kind of stuff, and we have
Long in
comic
the
book readers.
tooth.
Little long in the tooth.
Too
The
soon.
youngest
Fun
person on the
Yeah.
panel is talking about this, by the way.
What'd you say?
I said the youngest person on the panel was talking about this.
But I'm undead today. It doesn't count. So tell us a little story about that.
What?
About getting
What?
those.
We were talking about ageism in entertainment.
Oh,
Ageism and entertainment.
I got a really funny story.
There we go.
Oh, here
So
it
I got
comes.
kicked off Facebook last week
But why?
Again.
Why did you get kicked out of Facebook
because
there,
my
bud?
best friend is a cheap whore, and my best friend is right there.
So how did he make it that you got kicked off Facebook?
So the mayor of Paramount Studios,
He's your friend of ours. He works in Paramount.
Aaron Seagal,
Yeah.
invited Rafael and not me to go
That's right.
see the making of Star Trek Deep Space Nine, which I would not even want to see anyway.
I want
with
to go
my
see it.
Deep Space Nine documentary,
Dude,
yo,
right?
come on. See,
Right.
that's why you didn't get invited. You're just not
Right.
Trekkie enough, dude.
So anyway, so Rafael got
So
invited,
mass.
and that doesn't bother me. But what bothered me was a picture of them in front of the poster, like, we're going to see Deep Space Nine documentary. And so I commented on it, was on social media. I was like, you cheap whore, I hope he takes you out to dinner after.
Yeah. Yeah. By the way, and I wrote a little clever retort, which apparently you didn't get a chance to read because
I got
apparently
kicked off.
he got kicked off of Facebook
Yeah.
because he
All
called
of
me a cheap.
Facebook?
But you call me a cheap, dirty whore. Right?
You are a cheap dirty whore, yes. You know you are.
But the question is not me getting, being a cheap, dirty whore, which I may be or may not. The question was,
We
he
know.
got kicked off of Facebook for writing
calling you the truth.
a childish, silly remark that he is my best friend. I write the worst crap on his page too. Why don't I get kicked out?
Like,
But
did they
he
not
did.
know about the hide or delete button? Like they could have just deleted the comments
Yeah.
and done.
Report you or what?
I don't know what the fuck happened, but I got kicked off for 3 days.
For how long? For 3 days?
3 days.
3
yeah.
days.
They'll let you know, like, you are kicked off Facebook for 3 days.
Yeah, like this is not community standards or
And it's not
whatever.
the first time too, by the way.
Right.
So, this guy gets kicked out all
Well,
the
first time
time.
I asked for Trump's head on this.
Kickstarter
thing,
this
but
and
Shock
dirty over
face.
that.
But anyway, so I got invited to see the new Hellboy movie
Yeah.
on Monday.
Which is not even out, folks. It's still a whole year from
By Bell,
Yeah.
actually.
It's a
Thank you, Bell.
It's a early copy, early
It's
rough
like
cut
it's
of
a
it.
rough cut.
Oh,
Yeah.
nice.
So me
And
being
Rafael was, he's my bottom
I'm a
bitch.
big film buff. I'm a big Hellboy fan. I mean, I'd see that thing like right now if I could. I don't care if it's even, completed all. I would just love to see it.
old.
Yeah.
But yes.
Too old.
Apparently there is a age range now.
old.
Yeah, there is an age limit now, folks. When you do.
is the cutoff.
Yeah. Yeah, so I'm 48 and a half. Yeah. So okay, I'm over 49 now. So
I'm over 49.
I'm over 49
He's
apparently.
51.
Ouch. 50, 51, 50. Okay. Van Halen reference. Oh, all right, all you Van Halen fans out there, woo! Anyways, yes, I was not able to make the margin to see this wonderful Hellboy rough cut, and it's tragic. They must think of me like some baby boomer who like hates the world and
So
I'm
is
voting
that
for certain things.
Across
that
the
world
board, like across the board, they won't let anybody over 49 go
Evidently
see
so,
these
my dear. Yeah,
screenings?
No,
yeah.
no,
I
it's not
can't
like
go.
this
I'm too
for-
old to
no,
be
it is
cool.
For this screening, it's for statistical purposes.
But only this screening or all screenings?
No, for only this screening.
We have a rep here letting us know. No, I'm just kidding. It's like, no. Let me
As
put
we're just in the
record
system.
straight. It is only this screening. But why? I mean,
It's
help, that doesn't
Hellboy.
make any
He
sense.
doesn't hit the demographic
He's
that's trying
He's
to
just
If
too
he was
old.
a man, would
I'm
he?
just too old.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, it was terrible. I'll see myself out.
Go to your ARRB
Oh.
meeting. I did.
So there you go.
You
Yeah.
you realize like how easy it is for them to omit one person's data from like the entire thing? Like, oh, this old guy, he voted that way. Okay, he's older than 50. Okay, he's gonna go to the 50 to 69 category or whatever.
Yeah.
You know how easy it is for them to just make an alternative
Well, look,
category.
if,
I don't know.
but knowing
Yeah,
them, they'll probably be
also-
very
They
Nazi-like
check
and
IDs.
check every ID.
They
Hey,
check
you
your
look like
ID.
you're not 49. Come on.
What's funny is like the creator of Hellboy shops at my store,
Yes, and he's old.
and he's also too old to take. I would totally take him. And I saw him 2 weeks ago, and he's like, yeah, I think it's coming together. And he hasn't seen. I know he hasn't seen. Were you there?
Yeah.
He hasn't seen the movie. And so I'm gonna see that shit before he does, and he's too fucking old to see it. So there you go.
You wouldn't like it anyways. He's too old for it. He wouldn't
Yeah.
He wouldn't get
He'd
it.
fall asleep during
He,
it.
like he goes to the Marvel movies and he's like, this is not for me. This is not for
Yeah,
me.
this
That's what he
doesn't
always
look
says.
like AC Comics from the 1950s, what
Yeah.
I grew up with when I was young. You know, that stuff was rebellious and dangerous for its time. Yeah.
What I'm really excited for is to go to the Guns A Blazin screening that Rafael can't go to because I'm
Because he's
young
too
enough
old.
and Rafael's too old.
Well, it actually brings up a good point about like being
Funny.
a geek now, because like it's not. We grew up with it,
So
but now we're like too
there's
old
there's
for
an
it.
there's an
Are we
age
grown
range
up?
now to be a
Are we
geek,
grown up? That's a
apparently.
good question too.
Grown up?
Look at this guy.
no.
Can you keep his shirt buttoned? Like he's not grown up.
Don't do it.
My fault. I'm sorry.
Don't trigger
Oh,
him.
like, oh god, that's what you get
Don't tempt
for
me.
messing with our panel room, panel time.
Unfortunately,
Now
all my
it's
buds are also
75th.
taken. It's just, you know.
I say that we all go to what's the room we were supposed to be in?
I don't know, because I feel bad for their panel. They got screwed just the way.
407.
307, 308.
Yeah.
I think we should go like fucking troll them.
Well, technically, we also have that panel room for an hour, starting at 6. We'll just take over this con. We'll just keep it rolling.
Okay, let's go.
What is this,
Why
by
not
the way?
indeed?
Oh yeah, that's right. Thank you,
I
thank
want
you,
you to
Chris.
describe to people what it
Yeah,
is.
that's like she's like,
Soundtrack.
well,
It's been
Chris,
fun.
this is a CD.
Are you kidding me, Mike?
It's a CD.
Are you actually gonna pull it? You don't have to pull it out of
Yes,
the
I
CD.
do. But
Well,
also
tell
I
us.
wanted you to tell
Yes,
me.
tell us about this CD that
those who
goes
don't know.
with
I'm gonna
your
throw it,
comic
I'm gonna
book.
throw it.
No, don't throw it. It's gonna cut someone's head off. Have you seen those James
Henry
Bond
wants
movies?
it. Henry wants it.
Everyone's thrown out.
There you go, bud.
All right, so yeah, tell us about this album that goes along with the Guns A Blazin.
It is an orchestra. Oh shit. It's an orchestral soundtrack.
You okay?
Mike, how much did you drink today?
A lot.
Why
You
can't,
asked.
why can't abandon my brother now?
You ready? All right, so sorry, I got very
what's-
distracted.
what was your question here?
T-
By the way, who has the best hair today? All right. Let's get out. Well, before I answer that question.
Okay, you have a question. All right.
Best hair. All right. Rafael Navarro.
Ralph.
What?
Crowd response. Crowd response.
Maybe she's part of it.
Ruth Ann Thompson. I'm cheap. Mike Wellman.
So come on,
And
redhead,
Redhead Simon. Why did you win? Cheater.
Redhead.
That's right.
Redhead.
Redheads
All right.
always win.
Ready? It's because she's red. You
Yeah.
fucking prejudice.
Well, we're all comic book fans. Those were the
That's
girls
cool.
that were always like the most unobtainable, right? Jean Grey, right? All of them were redheads. Yeah,
Right.
all of
What's
them.
the
So the question that we were talking about beforehand. So we see that you have a CD here. Is this an album that goes along with your Guns A Blazin comic book?
Obviously.
Yes.
You want to go into detail about that?
Yes.
Elaborate.
So,
Sell your shit, Wellman.
What?
Sell your shit, Wellman.
Okay, that's what I'm doing. So Carl King, like, anybody know John Williams, the
Yes.
Mr. John Williams? Ennio Morricone? Any Morricone fans?
Yeah.
Who did the Planet of the Apes soundtrack?
Well,
Bernard
definitely-
Herrmann. Bernard Herrmann.
No, dumbass. No, Planet of the Apes was done by Jerry Goldsmith, man.
Okay, Jerry Goldsmith.
Yeah, Jerry Goldsmith.
It's all here. It's all in this book.
Just not in
All
his
the
memory
soundtrack.
bank, apparently.
Yeah. And it's all in the book. And so you buy the book, any issue at our booth, which is in the 500 aisle, you get a free CD.
Yeah.
Awesome. So are you supposed to listen to the CD as you're reading it? Does it go along with specific?
Preferably naked, yes.
Yes. Okay.
Yes. In a bubble bath.
Yeah, with
The
the
bottle
with
of
the
vino.
Batman
Candles.
comic book open
With
to
candles, yeah.
that wang.
Question.
Scented, preferably.
So is it kind of like, you know, like when you think of Pink Floyd and Wizard of Oz? Like,
Yeah.
Yeah. So the question was, is it like thinking of Pink Floyd to Wizard of Oz, that kind of thing? Like you need to
Yeah.
see
Very
how
much
that's
so.
created.
I
got you.
That's,
The
that's
thing
what
is,
I
like,
wanted to read that.
Dark Side of the Moon,
That's
oh,
a
yeah.
right.
So
like,
Ralph and I are
visual
very,
thing
like,
for when you turn
come-
the page.
Will you
like-
come up here real quick, sir?
No.
Oh, Garrett.
Oh, yeah. You got an extra cheese?
I want you to touch this comic and tell me how it feels to you. It feels like silk, right?
Wow.
You're Lebowski in it.
Yeah.
That's right, man.
That's right. I don't roll on Shabbos, but.
But like I did not publish this book. Feel that.
Where's your White Russian, bro?
What feels better,
So obviously that's
right? It's
clearly
heavier.
Guns A Blazin is
It's
a
heavier. There's texture to it.
It's some high quality paper.
Yeah,
Did
here.
you get this
That's
from Dunder
yours.
Mifflin?
That's yours.
What?
That's yours.
Yeah.
Both of those.
There you go,
Did
man.
you just steal my comic?
Apparently so.
Well, at least I know. It's fine.
That's it.
Ah, yes!
You win. But no, seriously,
I feel like
like
that was on the Price is Right.
come by the rest. But seriously, like we made this with a very sort of textural, sonic projection.
I like the weight. Like you can definitely like it's got some heft.
It
Yeah.
does.
So why specifically did you choose? Obviously, it is a much softer like feel than that. But like, what was it? Does it have to do with the actual comic itself, kind of being a western? So
We
it's a
we had a
little more-
meeting with our printer. And
Yeah.
Like this is what we wanted to feel like. This is what we wanted to look like.
Yeah.
And this is what we wanted it to taste like.
Also, I don't know what it is, but normal comics, they have this gloss thing. It's like everybody just loves gloss. They're obsessed with something shiny and pretty and I don't know, things that just glow in the dark. Whereas Mike and I, we like the texture of the books. And do you know what? We want the whole book to be like this, or even the cover. And I've always loved holding books. Don't get me wrong.
Feel that.
I do
Just
have a
take-
nook and everything.
take it.
I am very digitally,
Pass it around.
friendly and everything. But there's something we miss when we're actually holding a book and look in the. Yeah, I mean it's it's an experience.
It was actually Stan Lee that had a great quote about physical comic books versus digital comic books, and he said, well, tits are great to look at, but it's much better to feel them.
Is that what Stan said?
Yeah,
That's
Stan Lee.
dirty old man.
Yep, Stan
All right.
Stan Man. He said
Stan
that. He
Man.
said, they're great to look at, but it's better if you can feel the real ones.
So our comic are the tits of comics.
Yeah, the
We're the tits of
there we
comics.
go. The tits. I like it.
Can we quote Stan on the back of our hardcover?
I know, but I can do a really good Stan impression.
You gotta do it. Do the
Quote
tits.
me every
Tits are
time you
great to
like.
look at, but it's better to feel them. Yeah.
Hey, Wellman, tell
Hi,
us about
heroes.
the hardcover. Is it going to have the same tactile feel?
Oh yeah. What about the hardcover? Are you gonna
It's
do the
gonna
same
be
type
really
of
hard.
Well, there
Come on,
you go.
Navarro.
Well, I am planning a new cover for the hardcover.
Yeah.
So,
Ooh.
yeah.
That's it. That's all I'm getting.
That's all I
Yep,
have.
I am.
It
Done.
answers the
And there'll be a lot of
folks.
bonus material and stuff, but
Yeah.
like next spring we'll
Yeah.
put that out. Yeah.
Well, we
And then we're doing it. We're doing a new book.
Yeah, we have
Are you
another
doing a
project
new-
that
you
we're
have a
about
new
to
book?
do. Yes,
Yeah,
we do.
so,
One of the reasons we wanted to finish Guns A Blazin,
So
we wanted to get on
Guns
this
A
little
Blazin is
project.
done, and we're doing a new book, and it's dedicated to my dear departed friend Richard Hatch.
Aw.
Yeah.
So we actually pitched this to him while he was alive.
That's right. The plan was he was
And
going to be
we were
involved in it.
just-
So
We
yeah.
take a year an issue to get this book out. And but he was down with the idea, and it was like, because he's up in the celebrity aisle at Comic-Con, he's dead now. But we're like, what if we do a comic that's like you as this character, and then you can come down to the main stage and be that character in the book. It was called Sleek Star, and he's like, oh, you know, I gotta read it first, but sounds good. You know, he was trepidatious.
Yeah.
So we're gonna do it. Richard's not with us anymore, and
so it's like a mission for us, because like Mike, Richard Hatch was like a childhood hero of mine. So it's like a childhood zen that Mike and I we need to get this out of our system. So we actually set Guns A Blazin aside just to get this thing out of our system and into our hearts.
Can you give us any like can you give us a little taste of what it's going to be about, or?
Yeah, it's gonna be a little bit like 80s, 70s sci-fi, like Battlestar Galactica, Star Wars, Buck Rogers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely.
And it's a little fish chasing a big whale, like Moby Dick.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, we're totally stoked to see that.
So it'll be out next year at Comic-Con. It'll be
You heard it here,
dedicated to our boy Richard
Aw.
Hatch.
Yeah.
That's gonna be
And,
perfect.
yeah, it'll be good.
Love it. Well, you actually kind of started it all off already, but usually at the end of each of our nerd rages, to kind of cleanse our palates, we do a nerd rave.
A
something where-
nude rave?
A nerd rave.
You said nude rave.
Oh my god! So you already started with a rave about your awesome new comic book coming out that you're doing. So I feel like Chris has a rave for us about a new Netflix show that just came out. Tell us a little bit about it, because I'm super stoked to watch it because it just dropped.
Yes, I'm totally into the chilling adventures of
You, the
Sabrina.
microphone.
Oh, it is.
Mine doesn't either, so it's
The
all.
whole time.
Oh,
It
okay.
worked the whole time.
Sabrina?
Sabrina, the chilling adventures of Sabrina.
Cool.
Because we talked about, we were a little trepidatious about it at first.
Yeah.
But I had a couple people that were late to come to the convention because they were watching it, they were binge watching it at home.
I watched it this morning. I was watching it
Yeah.
this morning too. I'm like 4 episodes in or something. And it's
to hear.
really good.
It's
not
darker,
funny.
right?
Everyone thinks it's going to be funny. It's not funny.
A dear friend of mine, Paul Schultz, is doing the comic adaptation of that
Oh,
right now.
really?
He's having fun with it. You know, he gets to draw in his gothic style, and I remember the old Don DeCarlo kind of style. So I'm old. Remember?
It's in like
So-
the style of Riverdale.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's cool. Looking forward to it.
Yeah,
Cool,
it's
cool.
great.
Okay,
Sweet.
I'm on board because we actually had a nerd rage about that because we were like, what is this? What are you doing? Oh no! But it's supposedly very good, so everybody should go out and watch it. And now, guys, tell us where we can find you on the show floor here at LA Comic Con. So, because we still have like another hour of today and then all day tomorrow. So everybody online should definitely come see, and everybody here who hasn't come to their booth yet. So where can they find you on the show floor?
The 500 aisle.
The whole 500 aisle. Just
Come down there, we'll be there somewhere.
somewhere.
Just
in
go
there.
down to 500 aisle. I don't know where the fuck we
Just
are.
smell the alcohol.
Right in the
You'll be
middle.
fine.
Yeah, you'll find us.
Follow your nose. It always knows.
And then the comic book, you have 2 locations.
Yeah, we're in Manhattan Beach in Culver City. Atomic Basement 1 on Instagram. Mike Wellman on Facebook. Mike44 on Tinder. And
Rafael, where can we find you on the Instagram?
he's on Grindr. He's on actually on Grindr.
Oh dear. Don't listen to the drunk over there, folks. Don't mind him. He's just drunk. Tombstone 1998 or whatever.
Is that your Grindr, dude?
No, but it should be apparently. You can find me on the
Hard as a rock.
You can find me on the gram and the Insta at Rafael_Navarro 007. I put all the art that I always, tend to do, mostly just little sketches and stuff. I normally would like to, I guess, just share what I do for a living. I work as an animator and a storyboard artist, but I can't show any of that stuff because it's mostly just stuff that's sort of top secret till it's finally allowed to. So what I do is I try to put personal sketches and things that I don't own, like Batman or whatever, and because, I'd rather just share that stuff and make it public. And I usually put it on stuff like Instagram as well as the Book of the Face, which would be facebook.com/Rafael Navarro. And there you go. And my number is 562.
715.
Anytime, Paul.
And again, we are Geek Chic Promotions, me and Chris. You can find us everywhere.
Thank you for having us, by the way.
Thank you.
Thank you for having
Thank you so
us.
much.
And yes, I would make the show, but I'm not gonna.
was a major risk for you to
Yes,
have us
yes.
on board.
No,
Oh,
no,
man,
no. We were
absolutely.
so excited that you
Good
guys
to
were
hear.
able to be. We love you guys. We've known you, I don't know how many years. It's been
I'm gonna
great.
throw some comics.
All right,
Get ready
you
to
ready?
catch.
You ready? Oh God. Okay.
Oh, God, they-
That's technically.
All right.
Now we got it,
Thank
we
you
got it.
all so much who came to this new room, and thank you all that have been on live. And we'll see you next week.
Well,
Okay, Leslie.
nice.